What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are back with Baldur's Gate 3 and my journey to probably developing diabetes. Yes, and I really need to stop drinking so much soda. Oh my god, I've got a couple cans of Coca-Cola left, and it's one of those, I guess, New Year's resolutions for me. It's like I'm gonna cut back, but I'm being a hedonist until. Oh boy. Okay, let's head to the portal to the surface. Oh, and I checked. I'm pretty sure we lost Zevlor. We'd have to do it before we fight the Merkel guy. Hey! Withers! Holy shit. How are all these guys alive? Didn't everybody that we brought in to start this shit all kinda, died and or killed themselves? A few of them legitly just ended themselves, and that was pretty funny. I feel like there's something else I wanted to say. Can't think of it. Ooh, I did see a really funny...
Helen! Isabel!
Oh, you can make the wings do that? That's cool.
You were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. That somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo. I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead. His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you back to me. Are you all right? I will be. And you? In this moment, I want for nothing.
I still feel like her eye makeup is too much. It's kind of hot. Oh. Okay.
Ah, there you are. This is Aelin. Aelin, this is... Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy. And
Your
well
father.
Changed father. May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more.
I still think that
and we have much to discuss.
that Throm was a bit of a...
Could join you in your camp later. We look forward to it. You there, Sharon. By the fires of your camp's hearth, we will discuss all we must.
I'll be ready. Whatever you have to say had better be worth your life.
Now, you will leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words.
We'll
see you later.
Pretty sure that means we're gonna go bang. Yeah, man, God damn, I totally lost my train of thought. Oh right, yeah, I think Ketheric was a bit of a tragic hero, or not tragic hero, tragic villain. Maybe my opinions of him change because he's J.K. Simmons. I still can't believe he was J.K. Simmons.
Fair enough.
I cannot believe I didn't grab that. I'm sitting there going, God, it sounds familiar. And I just could not come up with the name. And then as soon as I looked it up, boom, J.K. Simmons, I about shit myself.
Moonrise has been cleansed. Baldur's Gate is next.
I owe you an apology.
For what?
I saw you as a means to escape, nothing more. But when the sky lit up, when I followed it here, I knew you were behind it. I apologize for not seeing your true worth, and for being, quite frankly, rude in Last Light.
Yeah, you were being an asshole, but I can also be rude.
Gracious as well as impressive. A fine combination. And that's precisely why I want you by my side in Baldur's Gate. The Iron Hand gnomes are going to save the city. And you can be part of it.
Gotta love high charisma.
The plan is what it's always been. To bring the work and innovations of the Iron Hand gnomes to every corner of the realm. Problem is, Baldur's Gate is sick. Once the pinnacle of greatness, it's eating itself alive to save itself from starving. Find me in the city. And once you see what it's become, you'll know that I, and I alone, can stop it.
Okay. Oh, that's right. I think I learned of a new interaction in this game that I didn't know about. It's from, I think, one of the new patches. But apparently, once you get the pixie at the start of this act, if you... I'm trying to remember exactly what you can do. If you, essentially in the Moon Lantern, if you torture her twice and then smash the Moon Lantern, she'll survive it, and she'll come out and give you the pixie blessing, so you can be fine against the shadow curse. But she'll also be pissed and give you a curse, the pixie's curse, or essentially it gives you clown makeup. Apparently before... Well, that's not new, because apparently that's always been a thing, which is hilarious. But you couldn't get rid of it with just water, but now you can. So, there you go, if anybody was curious. I don't know, I thought that was hilarious. It's like, you get clown makeup.
Says it is.
Gods be damned. With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun. Orin, I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist, and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them. Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it?
Kind of, if I remember what I said my backstory was, I was kind of an orphan kid. I learned to be a bard or a swindler to kind of make it through my life. Yeah, frankly, the place can burn.
I could never be so disloyal to Baldur's Gate. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon made its move.
Okay, what's the Cult of the Dragon? Never heard of them.
A religion devoted to conjuring the most evil of goddesses, the Dragon Tiamat. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Missoura's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city.
What was I about to say? For anybody who knows their Forgotten Realms lore, in Tiamat's a god, is she not? I believe she's the god of dragons. I'm pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure you can be a cleric to Tiamat. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about that. Of course, people give me... My mom calls me all the time when I am 10 minutes into a video.
She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Missoura's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
He took on 5 werewolves and...
I had Missoura at my side, and the archdevil Zariel guided our hands that day. I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. When we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed.
How you lost the eye?
It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Missoura replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world or the depths of the lower dark and still never shake her. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Missoura had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word: go. So I did.
I mean, it sucks, but can you blame him?
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. I understand. No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst.
Yeah, see? It's exactly what I'm saying.
Suffers neither. And I went and proved him right. A Grand Duke's duty is to his city, first and foremost. There would only ever be one outcome.
Okay, that's Will. What's up, Gale?
I can't help but feel like I've been fumbling in the dark for too long. And I've just had a lit torch thrust into my hands.
Okay, what are you talking about?
The crown. The one the Elderbrain was wearing. The one I very nearly destroyed. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete, that I didn't even recognize it at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it.
Yeah, I've got a bad feeling about this. Because Gale, isn't that kind of that curiosity or whatever, isn't that kind of what led you to having that orb in your chest?
I know what nearly happened, and I'm sorry for putting you in that position. But I've stepped back from the precipice now. I've seen what may prove to be another way. A better way. That crown sits on a gargantuan Elderbrain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory.
Look, I'm just
learn more about what we saw. And
thought it was done.
as powerful as that crown must have been documented somewhere. As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerous Sundries.
Oh, I've heard that place is really cool in Act 3. I've heard that place is really cool in Act 3. But yeah, I mean, Gale, I get it. You've stepped back from the precipice. But from experience, maybe it's not a good idea to let the literally just suicidal guy drive the car. You know what? I made that sound like I've been in that exact situation, and I haven't. But I've been around people who've kind of, been on that precipice. Even myself a little bit on that precipice. Just jump back and have that kind of like manic, like, ooh, maybe this, like, let's work on ourselves first. Frankly, let's just get to Baldur's Gate.
Indeed. The journey awaits. One foot in front of the other is tried and true, I find. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away.
Can you believe
My eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Can you believe 50 videos in a game called Baldur's Gate 3 and we still haven't made it to Baldur's Gate yet? It's a weird thought there.
When Duke Elton formed the Flaming Fist, he sought out people of courage and honor to fill its ranks. You saved Daniel, lifted the curse, and killed an immortal. It's safe to say you'd have been recruited in an instant.
I grew up hearing stories about Duke Elton. Curious about what he was like.
Gruff and intimidating. But he had the courage of 10 men, and a love for Baldur's Gate few could match. I don't know if this Duke Ravengard is the same, but I will say this. The Flaming Fist are the cornerstone of the city, and the Dukes are its foundation. I hope you can save him, for the good of Baldur's Gate. Thank you, but look at me. I am a relic, a glimpse of history barely strong enough to stand on his own 2 feet. Besides, Nathaniel should have someone here when he wakes up. It's the least I can do.
Okay, I was about to say, I've never seen him as a companion, but maybe he is. Well, then I wish you luck. Thank you for your help.
Friend. Thank you. From Nathaniel and I.
New perils await beyond.
Okay, anyone else interesting to talk to before we talk to our good friend Withers?
Why, yes.
Once Alfira's done with this song, we will be looking for patrons. Or...
Miss Alfira wants to write us a song about you.
Oh, and if you're wondering about Mole, you can't find Mole until Act 3. I have looked at it. You cannot find her until Act 3, so do not worry about it. We have not missed Mole.
I was racking my brains. How the hells do we get past the curse? And then...
Excuse me.
Light cuts through the darkness like a blade through butter. All thanks to you, I hear. Didn't think we'd make it without the old Hell Rider to lead us. But you did a damn fine job.
Cough up the coin.
It might not last. They looked up to Zevlor too, until he left them for dead. Guess he got what was coming to him. I would. We didn't have any fight left in him. There are less mouths to feed, but we still need supplies for the road. We'll scavenge what we can. Hopefully, we'll see you again in the city.
Okay, so maybe there is something with Zevlor. If you get to Act 3, maybe that changed in the, Oh, come on, Brad. Maybe that changed in the recent patches and updates and whatnot. Because as far as I've known, you know, he's essentially dead.
You're here. Good. That's good.
You okay?
Me? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just worried about the kids. Maul is still missing, and they haven't taken it too well. I've been trying to cheer them up. We're writing a song together. But I think they're just humoring me.
Like, oh my god, you could be a prick.
Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we play together? Yes! I've missed this. If you can't keep up, don't take it to heart.
What? Start playing a different song.
That was a blast. Thank you.
I think that would be a lot cooler if I wasn't playing, if I wasn't also playing a lute, because the different parts for different songs, like if you get like a party of 4 and then all team up and all play the same song, it actually they arrange it really well.
Be gone. I must admire Isabel's full. Sorry.
I really like Isabel. Again, the eye makeup is still a little much.
Our enemies spread like rub rot. Treat one patch, and 2 more bloom in its place. An elder brain, bound by lost Netherese magic, with servants of the dead 3 holding the chain. Reminds me of old times.
Almost seem like you're enjoying yourself. Yeah, I've got a parasite in my brain. Makes it a little difficult to enjoy anything.
You came here in search of a cure, but found a conspiracy instead. I can see how that would be disheartening. But take courage. We have killed a man who could not die, and stripped the Absolute's army of its general. You have a nether stone, and you're on the scent of 2 more. These chosen have reason to fear you, and I would like to be at your side when you confront them. Of course, falling foul of Ketheric convinced me that my grand adventures were behind me. that even if I survived, I should hang up my blades. But you convinced me otherwise. We ventured into darkness together. Now we've come out the other side. I'd say I'm feeling a little refreshed. When we reach Baldur's Gate, there will be even darker paths to tread. I will follow you wherever they lead.
I'll see you at my camp.
How does it compare to a shadow-cursed inn? With the Absolute's army gone, the Risen Road should be clear. We can follow it all the way to Baldur's Gate. There's a Harper's safe house in Worm's Crossing. Denthalen's Dancing Axe. We do well to check in with them before entering the city proper. Beyond that, our course is yours to set. I can recall how to take orders, as well as give them.
Okay. Well, we've got a Harper now. I'm trying to think if I want to keep her as a druid, because we already have 2 druids with Halsin. You know, I'd ask you guys what you'd like me to see. You know what? I might turn her into a ranger. Yeah, I can do it. Yeah. I've heard of a really cool build. I've seen a really cool build for a ranger. A ranger dual wielder, which I think would really fit her. So I think that's what I'm going to do with her. I need to dig up that build that I saw. I really liked it. But I think I'm gonna go with that.
Thaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him. I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. All is at hand. We can depart whenever you're ready. I knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner. No more than my right hand can absorb my left. Oliver is helping Thaniel to recover. They both lie dormant, like trees awaiting spring. Once the curse is lifted, they can stand as one or as a pair. Whatever they wish, I hope they will remain as a pair. It will be good for them both to have a friend, once I'm gone. Still, I would like to return here someday. See Thaniel and Oliver again. In my meditations, or perhaps in person, if the Oak Father wills it. I hope he does. I have. But perhaps there is more that I want. Anyway, once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me. I belong at your side. And I'm
damn it.
Glad to be with you, I mean.
Ooh. I wanted to see what the more he wanted. My finger slipped. It didn't hit the button hard enough. Okay, what do you want, Withers?
A curse lifted. The dead 3 allied once.
Withers, your face textures aren't what they should be.
Shifts. There are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do Illithids possess souls?
Yeah, frankly, I haven't really thought about it.
Thou shalt think about it now, and I shall give the answer. Mind flayers are soulless. Yet, the 3 amass an Illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services.
One of my dogs is over on my bed sleeping, and I can hear her snoring. It's so cute.
No.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished as one and as three.
Oh my god,
Alliance is
wait a minute.
reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder.
Wait a minute. I just had a thought. Because if the main plot of this game is revolving around the Dead Three, who did the Dead Three get their power from? They got their powers from Jurgal, or Jurgal, however the hell it's pronounced. I prefer Jurgal, it sounds cooler. When essentially he just abdicated his position because he was kind of fucking tired of it. He gave the Dead Three essentially their powers, so that then they split. And where did we find Withers? We found him in a shrine to Jurgal. He's essentially a manifestation of Jurgal, isn't he? Because Jurgal didn't die. They didn't kill him. We're going to find out he's some manifestation of them. He's just watching just for fucking fun. That's what's happening, isn't it?
Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally cold.
Okay.
Fate spins along as it should. Yeah, once the alliance is reforged.
Like I said, I think I've figured it out. I can't believe it took me that. Well, okay. I guess until the last couple of videos, we haven't really known anything. That this was all about the Dead Three and whatnot.
We leave the heart of the Absolute alive, thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You will need allies. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her harpers, too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others.
We get Minsk in Act 3. He's another companion. Usually, I know this game's been out for a while, but I still try and avoid spoilers. But, I mean, that one's not really a spoiler. Everybody's been so pumped about Minsk being in the game since, screenshots and whatnot of him got dropped.
Even if the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always those who will fight.
And if your question is who the hell...
You may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours.
If your question is who the hell is Minsk, Minsk is a famous character from the franchise.
With our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
I want to say he is a ranger, and
if we hurry, we'll arrive before the Absolute's forces.
He's a ranger, and I believe his kind of like animal companion is a miniature giant space hamster. And if your question is, AJ, how the hell does that work? That is what his companion is. It is a miniature giant space hamster. So essentially it looks like a tiny hamster. Because giant space hamsters are a thing in D&D. Because D&D is awesome. God damn it, I really want to play D&D. I really want to...
Baldur's Gate is up ahead. No turning back once we start down that path.
I just flat out want to play some tabletop. Again, I've missed playing tabletop.
The Shadow Curse will soon be forgotten, thanks to us.
Okay, but before we do that, I'm going to head to camp and talk to all our new friends, take a nice rest. There's our owl bear.
You smell very delicious, but I will not bite.
Good boy. Good boy. Well, looks like she wants to talk to us Looks like Halsin and... Yeah, Halsin and them aren't here at camp. Interesting.
You did it. Ketheric Thorm is no more. The Shadow's grip is broken. Soon, the land shall heal.
Well, glad I could help.
Not as glad as I am. Nature moves at its own pace, and bestows its bounty when it sees fit. Give it time. A reward shall come to you when you need it most.
Alright. That's cryptic.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Merkel, is dead at last. My mate, Most High. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and returned to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One.
Well, where's the silver light, the moon magic?
Listen to the subtle vibrations of the Moon Maiden thumping within your heart chambers, friend. She works her magic there. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb.
That's kind of gross, but okay.
Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder. Ketheric Thorm, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour, we each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But
you okay?
The brute is dead, and we live!
You scare me a little bit. Can we talk to Isabel?
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric Thorm was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight?
Love and lust. Hourly.
This was different. It was like I could see my fate.
I love that they have leaned into the whole horny bard thing and let it be a thing in the game.
But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped.
Did he shout boo?
You jest. Yet, he did seem a ghost to me. A shadow of the father I loved.
I really like her armor.
He resurrected me with magic so foul, I nearly retch just thinking of it. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what.
Understandable.
It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your...
Maybe a psychiatrist, but okay.
I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to... well... just to be.
Dude, her armor kind of looks like something out of... If anybody remembers Too Human... Wait, was that the name of it? That weird Norse mythology sci-fi game that ended up getting banned due to licensing issues? Anybody remembers that game? Like, that's kind of what her armor looks like to me. Just something... It's like... It's old-timey, but also futuristic. Also kind of looks like football pads in a way, but it's really dope. Okay, let's do a long rest, see if there's like a party or something going on. Doesn't look like it.
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him?
The tadpole, the absolute. How?
Seems he's a servant of Bane, as Ketheric served Merkel. Who knows what power he's gained since you knew him.
I'd never have protected a Baneite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him!
We'll do it. Together.
Can't can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
I can feel it. The engine. It's getting hotter, louder. It's going to blow if we don't find another way to fix it. You know, Zariel may have put the fucking thing in, but Gortash gave her the go-ahead. You expect this shit from devils, but not from the people you care about. Let's get to the city. Got business there I'm highly fucking keen to attend to.
You know, I want a scene where I do like a high five with Karlak. You know, it's the "oh, you son of a bitch" meme where you they slap hands and the bulging muscles. I want that.
I think we've done rather a good thing here.
The shadows are losing their grip on these lands. You wanted something? I'm sorry.
Okay. Last thing I'm gonna do before a rest / I'm gonna check equipment and everything. I'm not seeing withers around, so it doesn't look like we can.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Do I have to be a Shadow Heart? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I'm not seeing withers around camp, so I can't mess around with Jaheira's class just yet.
What do you know about me? You spoke of my past, being chased by wolves. I told no one about that. Almost no one. But I certainly didn't share that with you.
There is nothing I can tell you that you do not already know yourself. They trained you well, trained you hard. Chiseled away any part of you that did not fit their plan. They made you forget.
I chose to do that. For the mission to protect Shaz.
Secrets. Yes, yes, that is an old song, girl. Your goddess cares more for her precious secrets than she does her devotees.
Get to the point.
When you freed me, you severed a bond between me and that dog, Thorm. A bond of pain. His, inflicted on me. When I laid eyes on you, I sensed a similar bond. You, tethered to 2 others. Someplace distant. Let me help you remember.
You feel Shadowheart's mind tug at the edges of your own. You know this sensation. She wants you to see whatever is about to be revealed. Your mind joins with Shadowheart's. Something pulls at you both, bringing you elsewhere.
See, I wish when we were in Will's head, seeing the whole Tiamat thing, we actually got to see that scene. Yeah, kind of like this.
Something sparks in your memory. Teachings about Selûnite rites of passage, about how they would abandon their children out in the wilds and force them to find their way home. It seems that one child never came back. She was taken.
What? Who was that man?
You already know. Did you not see yourself in him? Do you not recognize your own blood?
My father. That was him.
So they made her see a wolf in her memories.
Oh. No. It can't be. I'm an orphan.
And who told you that? Your adoptive family?
you are not to blame. You were young, impressionable. They took you because they wanted to break and remake you. But you are a child no longer. You are a woman. One who knows what must be done.
My parents... I need to save them.
Your parents are with your abductors. You will need to return to their lair. But be warned. You may have once thought of them as comrades, mentors, friends, even lovers. They will all be enemies now. You have been forewarned for what is to come, but not yet forearmed. I was able to retrieve it before it sank too far into Shah's umbral domain. Shah is quick to discard whatever she has no use for. I think you know that well enough, but I felt it call to me as I took flight. Whatever Shah calls her own, Selûne has equal claim to. They are one and the same. Their power is matched and mirrored. Take it. You will find it useful. What you do with it, that will be up to you. Same as before.
I'll need every advantage, it seems. Thank you.
A debt repaid. You returned my life unto me. Now go and claim your own.
It hurts.
Shah torments you still. What a spiteful creature she is. This will not stop until you take action. See that your parents' sacrifices are not in vain. Allow the Moon Maiden to guide you at last.
Selûne's Spear of Night. So essentially, Shadowheart is becoming a cleric of Selûne and not Shar. Kind of just switching allegiances mid-game.
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the fine. What's on your mind?
Okay. Let's take a look at that spear, see how cool it is. I'll do some other equipment stuff as we go. But I just totally lost my train of thought. Yeah, give her that because she has the poison strike. No, keep the scorching reprisal because I like blazing retaliation. Oh my god, where's the spear? Oh, it's in my inventory. That's why. Okay, so she gets 2 extra damage on the high end. Wizard gain advantage on wisdom saving throws and perception. Gets Moonbeam. Sunbeam is really cool, but Moonbeam is also really dope, although Sunbeam is a higher level evocation. I think that is a good trade. I mean, the Blood of Lathander is really cool. Speaking of, hey, why is he not in my... God damn it, Halsin. I'll probably give it to Halsin. Because I'm probably going to keep a mace on him, so he might as well hold on to that weapon, and I am overweight, and I am not liking that. So lose the Lae'zel for now. Okay, so because I don't have everyone available to me, I'll still go through all my equipment and make sure I have everybody set the way I want them to be set in the interim. I'm not sure how long this video will be after you take the short break I had to for that phone call. But yeah, this has been a very dialogue-heavy video, but we'll full rest and all that, and get ready for the next one, where we finally head to Baldur's Gate. So thanks for watching, everybody. Social media in the description. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you all in the next one. Till then, I'm out.